In this tutorial, hopefully you will learn how to create a simple web page. In doing so, we need to be familiar with few terms because they will come up so often. What is a web page? The document that you see on computer screen displayed by the browser is the web page. Then comes the question, what is a browser? A program for displaying HTML documents. It is the program that is used to navigate the World Wide Web. Examples of browser would be Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Firefox, Safari, etc. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. This is basically the language used to create almost all web pages. HTML controls the appearance of the web document on a screen. Marking up with HTML. The words on a web page are embellished by hidden formatting tags. Tags are words or abbreviations enclosed in angle brackets. Most tags come in pairs. There are some exceptions though. The second one of the pair comes with a slash, like title tag starts as title being in between angle brackets, but the closing of the title tag starts with a slash. Similarly, B, which stands for bold, H1, which stands for top level heading, it has the closing one with a slash. There are, however, some tags that do not have corresponding matching tag. We will see them in a minute. HTML has tags. For bold text we use B, italics we use I, for paragraph we use P. More than one kind of formatting can be used on same text. For example, you start P tag, B tag, I tag for paragraph, bold, and italic respectively, and then you put the text hello world, and then we close italic, bold, and paragraph. That produces the display hello world in bold and italicized. It doesn't matter in which order you start the tags. Italic follows bold or bold follows italic, you get the same result. All the tags between a starting tag and its closing tag should be matched though. That's a requirement. The rule is to make the tag nest correctly. Although it works, however, the common norm is to nest correctly the sequence of tags. You should mirror each other. For example, you started bold tag, then you start italic tag and write hello world as text, then you close bold and then you close italic. It didn't mirror properly. The next line where you start B, then you start I, since I is inner tag, so you close I first, then you close B. That is the proper style. However, it's important to note that both of them produces the same result, but the recommended style is the second one. Singleton tags, the ones that doesn't have a matching one. There are few tags that are not paired. They do not have a matching ending tags. For those tags, the closing angle bracket of the singleton tag is replaced by slash, then angle bracket. Example is HR slash produces a horizontal line. BR slash produces a line break. Note that the HR tag doesn't have a corresponding closing slash HR tag. Similarly, BR tag doesn't have a corresponding closing slash BR tag. That is why they are called singletons. Documents can be formatted in many ways. Each formatting feature requires its own tag. HTML tags control how the display appears on a screen. There are some tags that are required. HTML document must start with HTML tag and end with the matching slash HTML tag. HTML document has two sections, head and body. Each has opening and corresponding closing tags. As you can see on the screen, it's HTML, then you open the head section and close the head section. Head section contains the page title. Body section contains the main content of the body that you see on a screen. and at the end HTML tag closes. HTML file. We are getting close to creating HTML file. Okay. HTML files must be simple text. That was the reason why we downloaded Notepad program, as it is created by Notepad, Notepad++, or similar program, not Microsoft Word. All HTML documents must be saved with HTML or HTML file extension, like bio.htm or bio.html. The free software Notepad++ is a good program to create HTML documents with. That was the reason for the previous tutorial we downloaded the Notepad++ program that we're going to make use of. All white spaces created with spaces, tabs, new lines for readability are ignored in HTML by the browser. The browser turns a sequence of white space characters into a single space. You may have 3 tabs in a row, but it will be translated as one space. Similarly, you may have 3 blank lines created by pressing the Enter key repeatedly, but that too will be translated in one white space. Here is a sample HTML document, okay, that you can create and display on a browser. As you can see, it starts with HTML tag, then starts the head, and within the head section it has the title HTML practice. That is the portion that would be displayed on the title bar of the top of the window. Okay. Then head is closed and body starts. That's the document, that's the content that's going to show on the screen. You say you have a paragraph, say hello world, and then you have a line break, the BR/. Okay. This is my first attempt creating an HTML document, creating a HTML document. I think I am getting it. Then you close the paragraph tag, close the body tag, and finally close the HTML tag. Okay. If you are to create this document on Notepad++ and load it into a browser, this is how it would look. Here's the result you can see in the inset. It is actually a screenshot from the Internet Explorer window. Okay. Note how the lines displayed. Hello world appeared on one line. Then the BR tag inserted a blank line. Okay. But the following 2 lines did not appear the way it was in HTML. Okay. Without an explicit BR tag, line break was ignored and replaced with one white space. Okay. Now we have seen how to create a simple HTML document in theory. Okay. So the main idea is to try it on your own. You play with it, more you do, better you get at it. Okay. So we are going to invoke the Notepad++ program that we created, that we downloaded, and have it ready. Okay, so we close this program. These are all the programming program that I had to start. Okay, I have a lot of windows open, as you can see. Here is the Notepad window that we downloaded in the first tutorial. If you didn't have it, so let's close it, and then you can start from all programs, come to find the Notepad ++, and here is the Notepad++ window. Okay. I actually typed the document. I actually had the document typed so that I wouldn't have to spend too much time doing so when I'm recording this. So I had it typed, and I just did a copy paste command, and this is what I got. Okay, let's see, there was a line break here. So that is the entire document. We're going to save the document. When you save it, it is extremely important that you pay attention where the file is being saved and what is the type of the file. Like here's a normal text. We cannot afford to save the file in this format. Remember the previous slide said the HTML file has to be of HTML or HTML extension. Okay, so here we say hypertext markup language type. As you can see, HTML, HTML, SHTM, SHTML, those are all HTML extensions. So we say it is a hypertext markup type language type file, and we're going to give it a name as well. Suppose we call it hello. Okay, and it's going to name it as hello.html. Now we also have to make sure where we save it. Okay, for example, I'm going to save it in the desktop. Okay, so it will be easy to find it. Okay, it is important that you pay attention where the file is going so you can find it subsequently. So as I click it, now as you can see, all those tags are highlighted. If you click on HTML, you can see the corresponding one lights up. If you click on body, the corresponding one lights up. You get to see. You click on title, corresponding one lights up. You get to see whether you have closed the corresponding tag or not, whether you inserted the corresponding closing tag or not. That is the plus part. Okay, there would be other advantages that you will see down the road. Okay, what I'm going to do now is reduce this window size so I can show two windows side by side. I'm going to start Internet Explorer as well, and again I'm going to reduce the size so that I can show them side by side. Okay, this Internet Explorer window doesn't necessarily have to be that big, so I'm going to make it half and half. Okay, good deal. Okay, now I'm going to go to File in the Internet Explorer window, File, Open, and Browse. I have to find the file. We saved the file in desktop. We named it Hello. So here is the file that has been saved. Okay, it says a Chrome HTML file because we saved it in hypertext language file. So I open this up saying OK, and here is the output of our first program. This hello world came from here. This is my first attempt creating an HTML document. As you can see, creating a HTML document, although you have a line break here, that line break has been ignored. Okay, and it says I think I'm getting it. That is it. However, notice that we used HTML practice to be the title of the page, and here is that title showing at the top of the page in the title bar. Okay, so this is how you create an HTML document on the Notepad++ window, and if you have a browser window open on the side, you can show how it's going to, or you can see how it's going to be like. For example, instead of hello world P, suppose we make this one H1. Okay. And then suppose we have, instead of break, we close H1 here. Okay, since we didn't have the P, so we don't definitely need the corresponding closing one. It says H1 hello world. That means hello world would be heading of top level. H1 is the first level heading. That means the largest size. So we save the file and come here and reload it. Okay, and you see that hello world is large. Okay, so having these two programs open side by side has its advantage. You can make changes and you reload, make sure you save it, then you reload the program here and you get to see what is the effect of the change that you just made. Okay, so we'll stop here. Hopefully this gives you an idea from the beginning that how to start typing a document, save it, what kind of file type it has to be, which is HTML type, and then you come to Internet Explorer or any kind of browser, open the file and load it on the screen to see how it looks. Okay, if you, just one more step, if you look at the page source, if you say right click on the screen, so right click and then say view source. Okay, if you view the source of this document, you will see it is exactly the same thing that you typed here. Okay, so this is the content that's making this display. All the tags, they control how the text would be appearing on the screen. Okay? That's all for now. Until next time. See you later.